Alright, Shalom. This is your brother AHBAD from YAHAWAH, Gym in St. Petersburg, Florida. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to my power, the only living power, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, BABAL. Double honors to my elder apostles at Great Millstone, who do well. Also want to give single honor and salutation to all you sincere Akim, your brothers, constantly pushing swear and truth and sincerity, through all faith and honesty. And I also want to give peace and blessings to the sincere men, women, and children that consists of the 1/3. Ran across this article, and a few key points that I want to prove, speak about according to Albert Einstein, who in the world renowned to be this highly renowned theoretical physicist. And we all know that theories and hypotheses are things that are not proven, but nonetheless still things that people still believe in. All right, so in other words, it's just an opinion, which is contrary to the fact. There are always polar opposites, up and down, left, right, hot, cold, fire, water, and then you have fact and you have fiction, okay? Or facts or opinion. But nonetheless, they Albert Einstein's letter on God and religion to go on sale for up to $1.5 million. Now, you can look this article up yourself on Hindustan Times, but I'm just gonna go on the quotes that he made. Okay. Now here's a quote. He said, "The word God is for me nothing but the expression and product of human weaknesses. The Bible a collection of vulnerable but still rather primitive legends." All right. Now, before we go any further, let's understand something. Albert Einstein's father was actually a Jewish man. Okay, in other words, he was an Edomite, so-called white man who took on the Judaism, so to say. But his father never actually made him follow the Judaism. He basically made him go to what's what I'm looking for. Made him go to Catholic school. That's not the part I want to look at. Right here, this is what I want to look at. Now, it says here, okay, the religious background, religious beast of Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was born into a Jewish family and had a lifelong respect for his Jewish heritage. All right. Around the time Einstein was 11 years old, he went through an intensive religious phase, during which time he followed Jewish religious precepts in detail, including abstaining from eating pork. During the time, he composed several songs in honor of God. I guess they would call him SHAM. But during most of his life, Einstein was not practicing Jew. Einstein was opposed to atheism. Okay, various sources refer to him as a mostly non-practicing Jew and agnostic, or simply as a person with a idiosyncratic personal worldview. Now, I went into that word agnostic, so let me help you out a little bit here. The word agnostic, a person who believes that nothing is known or can be known of the existence or nature of God or of anything beyond material phenomena. A person who claims neither faith nor belief in God. In other words, someone who has an opinion that you can't prove God is real, or we can't prove that he's not real. They just believe that we are this art, the whole relativity thought process. All right, that's what he went by. But his father and mother was a so-called Jew, not the real Jews. All right. So going back on this quote, he said, "The word God is for me nothing but the expression and product of human weaknesses. The Bible a collection of vulnerable but still primitive legends." Well, you would sit here and say that you say the Bible talks about the weaknesses of man and woman, and vulnerable means to be honored, but then you say it's a legend. No, these things are real. There are plenty of known facts out there of the Bible, okay, certain instances that have happened, but I want to go into that part where he speaks about weaknesses, okay? Because the Lord speaks about the knowledge of this world being weak to him. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 20. It says, "Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Have not God made foolish the wisdom of this world?" So rather than pertaining or listening to the Lord and understanding his wisdom and his knowledge, man will try and come up with his own knowledge. Going back to Ecclesiastes chapter 7 I want to say it's the last verse, I believe it's 28, 29. He said, God has made man upright, but they sought out many inventions. Okay. Now verse 21. For after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. It pleased God, which his name is Yahawah, by the foolishness to preaching to save them that believe. All right. So even by the wisdom of the Most High, all right, the world don't even know the Lord because they go to their own wisdom. All right, because the wisdom of the Heavenly Father is in the Bible. But I'm going to go down to verse 25. Because the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men. Understand that? Verse 26. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. So people really reverence this man, Albert Einstein, so to say. But the Lord said, not even him who's supposed to be noble to the people are called. Okay. Verse 27. But God, Yahawah, hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and God hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. Okay. So now I'm gonna go down to, I'm just breaking down a few precepts that go against what he believes in. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse bear with me. Bear with me, Salaki. Verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahawah. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. That goes back to Albert Einstein. And again, the world, Salaki, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. Understand that? So the thoughts of Albert Einstein it's just vanity to him. And listen to what he even said. This is what Albert Einstein said in the quote right here in this picture. I never came upon any of my discoveries through the process of rational thinking. Rationality deals with logic. All right. So if you're not dealing with rationality, you're just dealing with hypotheses and theories, man. No facts to even what you believe in. Okay. Now let's go back into the article. It says, no interpretation, no matter how subtle, can for me change anything about this. Right. So nonetheless, though, the scripture even spared, the Bible is not written of any private interpretation, but by holy men who were moved by the Spirit. All right. I'm gonna jump down a little bit more. It says, it is one other. No, that's not him. That's somebody else speaking. This is where I want to get at. It says, for me, the unadulterated Jewish religion, okay, is like all other religions, an incarnation of primitive superstition. All right. Well, for one, it's a heritage and a lifestyle for the Negro Latinos and Native Americans who are the Hebrew Israelites. Okay. But even going into this whole Jewish superstition, which he speaks about, the Heavenly Father is even against that. All right. The Heavenly Father even tells us not to even to go about with these thoughts and theories of you people. Because everything that we speak about is contrary to the scripture. This is Titus chapter 1, verse 14. Okay. My friend said at 12. It said, one of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said, the Christians are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies. This witness is true, wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith, not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. And I went into the blue letter of the word Christians, in that root word, the word Christians means fleshly. All right, so he's not even spiritual. You call him a Christian, you know, even though the word Christian go back to the land, the island Crete, all right, the island Crete. But I went into the word, and the word Crete means fleshly. All right, so he's not even thinking spiritually, he's thinking fleshly. All right, and then going back into that superstition. Okay, even Paul speaks about that superstition that he speaks about. All right, let me go into read my blue letter Bible right here. Because a lot of people in this world are superstitious, all right, and they have a vain imagination against the Heavenly Father. There's no wisdom in this world, in society, man, that can trump YAHAWASHI's knowledge. Understand? Then we're going to the book of Acts, in chapter 25. Let's see, right here, verse 19. But this is Paul. It says, but had certain questions against him of their own superstition. This is about Paul. And of one YAHAWASHI, which was dead, whom Paul affirmed to be alive. All right. Now let's go into the word superstition, all right? Because it's gonna go back talking about him as well too. Okay. Now that word superstition, that's how you pronounce it.
G1175, Daimonia.
And that is a compound word, all right? That is a compound word. But right here it says, in good sense, reverencing God or the gods, pious or religious. In a bad sense, superstitious, all right? And that's him, by the way. But let's go into that root word. All right, the first part of that root word would be dalos, if I'm not mistaken.
Strong's G1169, Dailos.
All right, which would be dailos. It means timid or fearful. All right, but now let's go into the other word, because like I said, it's a compound word. All right, listen to what it says.
Strong's G1142, daimon.
In other words, it sounds like demon, a fearful demon. So think about it, a god, a goddess, an inferior deity, whether good or bad. In the New Testament, an evil spirit. All right. So that's him right there, man. He has an evil spirit towards the Lord. Even though his parents was whatever you want to call Jewish, they're not the real Jews anyway. Look what it says right here for that word daimon. Matthew 38 and 31 says, so the devils besought him, saying, if thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine. So it goes back to an evil spirit, man. All right. But nonetheless, though, I just want to bring out a few precepts on this dude right here, man. Albert Einstein, who everybody reverenced to be a wise man, but even the Lord's caught him in his own folly. I got to bring out another precept, and I want to bring out a quote as well from someone else. I'm going into the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 24. It says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and the evil superstition, hath overthrown their judgment. This is verse 25. Without eyes thou shalt want light. Profess not the knowledge, therefore, that thou hast not. And that goes back to the theory, him being a theoretical physicist. All right. Now I want to bring out a quote real quick, and I'm gonna close out to spread and power YAHAWASHI. Like I read this quote by Albert Einstein. Says, I never came upon any of my discoveries through the process of rational thinking. It's what he also said. For me, the Jewish religion, like all other religions, is an incarnation of the most childish superstitions. To him, though, right? To him. But listen to this. This is from Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th U.S. president. He said, a thorough knowledge of the Bible is worth more than a college education. So regardless of what he made, and guess what? I believe he what it says, he wrote that letter written a year before the legendary physicist died in 1955. Albert Einstein wrote in German from Princeton, New Jersey, to German philosopher Eric Gutking. All right. But anyways, I pray you edified with this. These people can't come up against the knowledge and power of YAHAWASHI. I could have went so many other ways and directions, but I just want to touch on the parts of that letter which they're trying to sell for 1.5 million, which to me is just toilet paper. All right. But call the login like YAHAWASHI. The boss of my elder apostle, singing honest salutations to your brothers, peace and blessings to the sincere men, women, and children. Like a sister to 1/3, like I always say, man, ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. Shalom.